Hello friend, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel Arundhati Speaks. In today's video, I am going to talk about 3 different ways in which you can make writing a career. The 3 ways that I want to talk about are number 1, writing for publications, number 2, writing for brands, businesses and individuals, and number 3, creative entrepreneurship or solopreneurship. Okay, so the first method is one which I have been doing for a long time. Since 2012, I have been writing professionally for publications which include newspapers, magazines, online sites, and so on. And I have also written for brands, but mostly I have written for publications like The Hindu, Mint Launch, The New Indian Express, and also internationally like CNN, BBC News, The Christian Science Monitor, Mother and Baby, and so on. In the kind of writing which I am talking about, here you have to first understand what that particular publication is looking to publish. Let me take the example of Reader's Digest. If you have to write for Reader's Digest, first of all, you have to go through the website of Reader's Digest or a physical copy of the magazine and look at the kind of articles that they cover. Do they cover health stories? Do they cover development related stories? Do they cover personal essays? What kind of articles are appearing on the pages of that magazine? So once you have an idea of what they publish, you have to come up with your own ideas for the publication. So many people think that you have to write the complete article and send it to them. That hardly works. That would work for letters to the editor only. Other than that, most other kinds of writing, non-fiction particularly, except essays and opinion pieces, you have to write a pitch and send it to the editor first. A pitch is basically a summary of the article that you want to write, along with your qualifications and the reason why you want to write it or why this article should appear in print now. After writing the pitch, you have to find the particular editor and the publication. And I don't mean to say you have to send it to the editorial at readersdigest.com. Don't try those mails because those emails are not responded to. You have to find the person who is responsible for editing the magazine and send it to them. For example, if a person's name is Ravi Chopra and the format of that editorial email is first name dot last name at companyname.com, it will be ravi.chopra at readersdigest.com or whatever it is. It is intoday.com, I think. But whatever it comes to the publication, you have to see which email combination works. It could be first name at companyname.com or first name dot last name at companyname.com and so on. After you have sent that pitch, you have to wait until the editor responds. In many cases, of course, the editor might never respond because they get a lot of pitches from so many writers around the world. And fortunately, if they respond, if it's an acceptance, they will tell you that we like this pitch and we would like to go ahead in this way. This is how much we will pay you, and this is how you have to write it, and this is the word count, and this is the deadline. They will tell you all these details, and you have to also ask if they do not tell you themselves. And then you have to write your articles, do your research, do the interviews, and submit the article. Okay, this way is the most common way that I had learnt about writing when I started in 2012. But now most people are writing for businesses and brands or individuals, or they are into creative solopreneurship. If you want to write for brands or businesses or even individuals, they can be copywriting or ghostwriting or social media marketing related work. You have to have a strong presence on platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter. If you have a strong presence on these platforms and you have mentioned on your profile that you are working as a social media writer or as a copywriter, it is often many of the writers, they get the assignments directly through inbound leads if they are consistently posting on the platform. But if not, you can also pitch them, but make sure you have a proper portfolio before that. You can look up online on how to create a portfolio. You can use simple Google Drive as well as something like Canva and create a portfolio for yourself. And you might need to work for a few clients as beta clients for free to get the testimonials and some experience behind you. But do not work for free for long. Maybe 1 or 2 months is fine. After that, try to make it a paid work. So after you write for brands and businesses, I will talk about writing as a solopreneur. So solopreneurship is basically one person running a business based content based business. There are writers like Justin Welsh or Sahil Bloom who have basically built their online presence by sharing their journey and documenting how they're doing whatever they're doing on social media platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, or even Medium. Medium, there's one a friend of mine, Anangsha Alamyan, who writes for them, and she has over 1.8 lakh followers. She also receives a lot of sponsorship opportunities because of that. She also has a YouTube channel which you can check out. And in solopreneurship, basically, you have your when your follower count increases, you can monetize that audience in various ways, like creating books, ebooks, digital courses, digital products, and so on. And sponsorships opportunities are a lot more these days. Brands will reach out to you automatically if you have a good following, and they will ask you to promote their brand on your YouTube, LinkedIn, or Twitter pages, and they will pay you a lump sum based on that. So that opportunity is also there, and most of these writers, they also have a newsletter, weekly newsletter. It can be weekly, fortnightly, monthly, depending on what you want to do. But having a newsletter is very important. That is something I learned the hard way. I don't have a newsletter myself yet, but I do plan to start one. So those are the three ways in which you can monetize your writing. In solopreneurship, of course, you will require at least 1 year or more to have a good following. It will take time, but make sure you are consistently posting on LinkedIn and Twitter. LinkedIn is at least 3 to 4 times a week, and Twitter is at least 2 to 3 times a day. So maybe you can use a scheduler to schedule it if it is difficult to go to Twitter every now and then. So I think these three are the main types of writing which I wanted to talk about. I'm not talking about fiction or poetry here because they are separate things. Fiction and poetry writing usually will not give you a lot of money. And of course, if you're very good at it and you're a best selling author, that's a different game altogether. But otherwise, it's difficult to make money writing fiction of any kind. So I'm also conducting a workshop for writers who want to pitch and get assignments both from publications as well as for brands and individuals. It is on the 18th, 19th, and 25th of October. And if you want more details about it, please check the description of this video. And you can also DM me on LinkedIn if you have any queries or want to give me some comments on the video. And if you want to look at just one pitch that I have successfully sent to Reader's Digest, you can DM me on LinkedIn. I'll send you the pitch over. I hope that helps. And this is Arundhati signing off.